wind's already blowing quite strong. To be honest, it's the only thing that's going through my mind, and obviously a little bit on uncertainty of exactly where the turn's going to be. So that's probably the most daunting thing, is not knowing exactly how far the day is going to be.
Questioning my life choices. Yeah, no, I think we're in for a tough day today. I think if we can get through today, then it gets a little bit more manageable.
I'm going to be honest, I think there's a bit of static happening in my brain at the moment, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but there's not too much thinking happening. Maybe it's a good thing.
Morning, Ian Gray here from NSRI. Just a snapshot into the day. What can we expect?
Well, it's a little bit of a chilly morning so far. Sea conditions are still reasonably flat, but I think they're going to start to pick up during the day with the wind. I think the paddlers are going to have a bit of a tough run during the day. We've got 8 rescue boats out there. We're going to have 6 vehicles on the beach, so we've got good coverage, but it's not going to be the most pleasant of the mornings, I could say.
Yeah, there's a steady easterly blowing at the moment. We're hoping that it stays in this range, but it should pick up a little bit later. We have sort of shortened the race slightly, and we're doing a turn just past Sunday's River, which would be a little bit better for the paddlers.
The mornings come, the days come. How are you guys feeling?
What a privilege, Bulla, just to be here, to be able to do this. Privilege. And with my brother, unexpectedly, I've lost 2 partners since last night.
Okay, but we regroup. That's important. Well, wonderful having you guys. You guys are stalwarts, and it's going to be a tough day out, but you guys are tough men. Lovely having some pedigree. We got Brett Hadioris, previous winner of the 2021 edition, and he's teamed up with Hamish Lovemore, one of our best marathon paddlers and all-rounders. How are you guys feeling this morning?
Yeah, we're not excited for this win today, but we're excited for the rest of the race. The rest of the race is going to make up for today, I think.
Okay, and Mush, how are you doing today?
Yeah, we're really excited. It's definitely this is my first PE to East London. I promised Brett I'd do the last one with him, and I ended up pulling out 2 weeks before, so yeah, with my promise I'm in the back of the boat. Let's go, there's no backing out now.
We've got Rob Welsh here, a stalwart of the PE to East London. We didn't have to convince him to enter, but he's here. The legend's here. Rob, how are you feeling?
A fair amount of trepidation, but I suppose it's got to be done.
as we turned, it was just myself and Bevan, and then we screamed our way home. Though, can't say it was a very easy downwind home. It was quite side on, and you had to figure out zigging, zagging in and out.
Yeah, my last 20 Ks, I toiled. I'm actually quite proud of myself. For getting here in one piece, I was an absolute mess. And to try and stay competitive, I kept coming down. I ended up on the harbour. So, yeah, I mean, whatever the difference is, I'm just chuffed to get you in one piece. It was really tough.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. But I won't lie, the last 5-10 Ks into the wind was difficult. We started questioning our life choices. But we turned around and headed out for about 5 Ks, and we actually had a decent downwind on the way home.
If you look at the conditions, this is a horrible day for paddling. I mean, it wasn't even an east on the way back, was it? It was more of a south, coming at you from the side. So yeah, I think anybody who finishes today can be proud.
It was 4 hours 10 to the turn and about 2 hours 40 back. So basically just short of 7 hours, I think, for the day. So happy that I'm here now and ready for a little afternoon snooze and see what they can throw at us tomorrow.
I think at one point I thought I was lonely and I thought I may have been lost, and then these whales came up and they breached in front of me, and then I screamed and I was like, maybe I'm not so lonely and I'll never complain about being lonely on the ocean ever again. But yeah, I mean, it was a tough paddle out, and it wasn't easy coming back.